Testing 1 2 3. 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 Audio settings problematic. All right, let's wake up Nightbot. The chat, for some reason, music appears not to be being broadcast. Let me just check it one more. At least it doesn't give it to me in my monitors. It doesn't. So I'll have to just ask someone to tell me how the audio levels sound. Thank you, Nightbot. There's a link to the Discord if you would like to check that out. I always say it's free, but I think by now people, pretty much know that. Let me get a couple things set, and then we're gonna get to going. Now, chat, I have done quite a bit, and I'm torn, right? Because I tell myself, oh, I'm gonna do something really grindy that no one wants to watch off camera, and then in order to make that grind better, I have to, progress a little bit, and then, well, one thing leads to another, right? So I'm going to catch you up on my progress, and if it's too jarring to jump forward like this, I'm sorry. Let me know, and we'll figure out something better. So okay, what did I do? Well, I've added a lot more drawers. And I don't know. I don't think I added a lot MV wise over here. But I can now run this. Oh, I did actually add something important. I added another gas turbine back here, and I can now run this thing nonstop. Well, as long as my charcoal holds out. I just made a whole bunch more aluminum. And I made like another full chest of that already. So yeah, so that's one thing. Another big deal is I have progressed into Project Red Transportation. I have a very basic way of pulling things out of my storage system. So like, I don't know, like say I want a goldfish. I can see where that is, but let's say I didn't know where it was. I could just click on here and I'd say, you know what, I want 2 goldfish. And submit. And you can see there it shoots it into this chest here, which conveniently is the chest I craft from. And then when I am done with said goldfish, or whatever it is, I can then simply, I could right click on this store controller, or I could simply put it in this chest and it will send it back. And of course I have made a few transfer nodes too, of course. So yeah, some new stuff. I've added another compressor because I was making a bunch of these wood planks. Also, we have quite a bit of lava now, and the reason for this is I progress a little bit in bees. So we'll head up here, take a look at that. I need to sleep through the night as well. This was so tedious, and I can see why people don't like bees. It's so challenging when you have only a few of these apiaries because you're too lazy to make more. But I was able to get to the transmuting bees, right? And those come from a mutable and an unusual. The unusual, that's a basic hive. And the mutable comes from the eldritch. So I just had to breed an eldritch into a mutable because I had that already, and then breed these together to make transmuting, and then convert a couple of rock princesses to be transmuting princesses, and yeah, that got me what I needed. And what's cool is these produce a variety of things, including the silky combs, which is really important for upgrading your forestry backpacks. And they produce transmuting combs, which give you magic wax. They're not especially useful. And the simmering combs, which those produce phosphor, which you can then distill into lava. So I will show you where my setup is for getting the, making the lava and all of that. But basically, periodically, come up here, clear out all these combs. They're actually pretty good producers, and it gets me going. Also, I feel so bad. I have made the crop harvester, and I added an ejector upgrade so that the stuff that it harvests comes over here. And down below here, I have a system which I will show you. So this comes down here, and I'm simply using the drawers to sort out the logs. Okay. And then I'm just ignoring the saplings. And then the logs come along here, way along here, still yet more along here. Yep. Uh-oh, that's something else that's new. And then from there, go up into the system where they can be made into charcoal. So that without me having to harvest anything, these are kept topped up with wood to make charcoal. I did put a few more upgrades in this, but you can see it's actually not keeping up with the charcoal, which is a little distressing. If I come over here, I think this is actually, yeah. Is it going up or down? Going up, okay. I think it's recovering now that the EBF stopped running. Yeah, recovering. I have 29 stacks of charcoal. I added another barrel here. So the charcoal comes from over there, way up there, and then over into here. And to speed up the production of wood, I think it's called wood tar. Is it called wood tar? It's called wood tar, yeah. Speed up the production of wood tar. I have actually 2 fluid extractors instead of 1. And I have the brass item pipes taking the charcoal and putting it in both of these. And then I'm taking the wood tar out using the fluid pipe into a single distillery, which seems to be able to keep up. Basically just runs continuously. And then that keeps this all topped off, which is sweet. And this is the lava system. So we put our phosphor in here. It does have phosphorus dust as a byproduct. I haven't found a use for that yet. And then the lava goes in these super tanks. These super tanks are awesome. You can see the capacity is 4 million liters of a fluid, one single fluid, and we've got about 1.5 million liters, which is about 1,500 buckets of lava. So this actually might be a viable power option. So we could be, because there's a geothermal generator. We could conceivably use the bees and the simmering combs and a system like this to produce the lava and have a net energy gain. I don't know how smart that really is. But whatever. It is something we could do. That's just I was making some lubricant too, because I got some talc. I've been mining a lot and processing the stuff that I'm mining. I just found an electrotine vein in the nether, so I'm processing that right now. I also made the basic autoclave at long last, and processing some stuff into crystals, so I processed all that stuff. And I'm going to be putting biomass back in here and processing the plant balls through here, which is kind of a weird recipe, but whatever. Wait, there's an autoclave recipe. Yeah, here we go. Because we can get the raw biofiber this way. To have a better yield if you use something other than biomass. But 16 plant balls and 8 liters of biomass has a 1 in 3 chance of getting you raw biofiber. Take a couple of those in the assembler and you get bioorganic mesh. You can take that in the blast furnace to get the raw carbon mesh, and that can be used along with some polybenzimidazole plate and some advanced glue to make the duct tape, which is so useful. I've gotten it a couple of times from loot bags though, so I just used my last one though when I made the other machine I'm going to show you. Carbon fiber canoe, yeah, we need that for sure. What do you think, chat? Oh, and the super tank recipe is not too bad. At least the first super tank. Because we have, we've got a good amount of circuits now. We can get it. We're well in the MV age. I did make some pulsating iron previously, so I can easily make these plates. Obviously, we have as many aluminum plates as we want. The hermetic casing is a little trickier because of the large plastic fluid pipe, and you need polyethylene, molten polyethylene, which we do have that through a fluid solidifier to get one of these. I think actually we don't have any more. I think we used it all up, so we may have to invest in some more of that for sure. Yeah, so I've added a lot more drawers, even as far as over here. Unfortunately, this is as far as I can spread the drawers. I've been making all kinds of metals. I've been busy. Trying not to do too much to progress, but one thing I felt like I needed to do because I kept running out of charcoal is I needed to set up the pyrolysis oven. Okay, this thing is awesome. It is very expensive on brass. I think on brass and steel. You need quite a bit of that to make these. It has a lot of different recipes. The recipe I'm doing is logs into charcoal, and then as a byproduct, it produces wood gas, which I am staging into this super tank, coal gas, not wood gas, and then using with this gas turbine to power it. This is just running at LV, although you can run it at higher tiers if you want. So I have this where we're taking it. It needs steam as well to do this, and it seems to have a net gain of coal gas, which is nice. Not a huge net gain, but some. Unfortunately, it still can't. I mean, I guess it can sort of keep up, but you can see there, this is completely empty. And this is, I think, let's see, is this net going down or is it staying static? Maybe it is keeping up. At least with the EBF off, it can keep up. With the EBF running, it does start to run out of stuff. Let's take a quick look over here. So I've been making these plant balls. I'm going to process into that mesh, carbon mesh or whatever. I've been making wood planks. And to get these, I just put my excess saplings in here. They have to have at least 16. It makes the plant balls. And since I get so many saplings from the tree farm, it's pretty nice. I did have the farm convert over to weeds at least once. And so I made more weed X, and I have the crop matron also hooked up to control the weeds. I probably actually need to refill that. Actually, you know what? Let's go do that. That's bad when that happens. Let's hit 4. 4 should be good. And let me put these away. And I want to get these combs processing. I usually put the silky combs in twice because they have to be kind of double processed. Getting a good amount of redstone here as well. I get the propolis, which gives me sticky resin, which I can then make rubber out of. And then making a bunch of rubber too. And you could, well, I had a full tank of it. I had 2 full tanks. And and it's just very convenient. I've also been making a lot of wood pulp and a lot of planks, and a lot of chests with those planks. Because, you know, you can never have too many chests. How many chests do I have so far? Quite a bit. Oh, look, I got another bioorganic mesh. You know what? Let's bring this over here and make this. I made a couple of these already. Can I just drop it in there? Do I need to change the recipe? I think I could just drop it in there. Yep. That's very nice. We might as well get it making more wood planks, just what we need, right, chat? We can put our fire. I don't know, can we? I don't think there is actually anything particularly spicy we can do with that, but that's okay. You don't have to be spicy all the time, chat. By the way, you can see the top of the pyrolyzed oven from my kitchen, which is a little bit janky, but I wanted it to be close to the coke ovens. Whoops! Why am I going up here? I forget. Oh, Weedex. Alright, well, also we'll sleep. I think I may need to put more time into IC2 crops. I want to expand the stick reeds out completely. The only reason I've avoided it is because when you're breeding crops, you can actually get weeds, which can destroy everything that you've painstakingly bred. To help, I finally made something I wanted since the beginning of the playthrough, which is the spade. And this has a very high chance of getting seed bags when you left-click an item. The recipe is pretty intense. It doesn't look very intense. You have to make this first, which this is not that bad. This is just some steel and rubber, right? The tough part, or the expensive part, if you will, are these dense steel plates. Okay? So to get one dense steel plate, you need 3 triple steel ingots. Okay? Or 3 triple steel plates. Right? And of course, to get 1 triple steel plate, you need 3 steel plates. So this is 9 steel plates to get 1, so you need 27 steel plates. So it's just annoying. It's a lot of combining and then bending. I've also increased the glow flowers here, just because I don't know, thought it would be cool. Actually, we can process glowstone and get gold out of it. So yeah, every so often I come up here and harvest the peanuts. For the miners, which I do have 2 miners now, and a couple of, well, actually, I think I cannibalized 1, but I have at least 1 more combustion generator, and I have just capsules of biodiesel, which is made from the seed oil and the ethanol that I get. I get ethanol from saplings, and I get seed oil from peanuts. But the reason I'm thinking I'd like to do some IC2 is there is a IC2 seed you can get called rape seeds. Yeah, it's an unfortunate name, but it's actually it makes rapeseed oil, which is actually a pretty healthy cooking oil, by the way, if you're into such things. But also it's an oil that you can automatically harvest the crops, the seeds, using one of these crop harvesters, right? And then once you do that, you can have, you can process it automatically. So you fully automate this part. So instead of me having to come up here manually. I do have these other fields of jungle bonsai here. Honestly, this does produce a redonkulous amount of stuffs. And I plenty of saplings. Periodically, I just take the wood down and try to find a use for it. Oh, Weedex. Oh, we forgot. Actually, there's already quite a bit of Weedex here. fact, it doesn't seem like it's using it. You know what we could do while we're up here is we could refill the water. Do that. I don't have the water automated. I could do that, but it would look really ugly. Honestly, it doesn't seem to matter that much. The bonsais grow plenty fast, so I don't feel like a strong need to do that. You just take those and put those in there, and those will keep the water topped up. You can put fertilizer in here as well, but I didn't bother. For power, I just have combustion generators on each one. I didn't want to mess with wiring. And honestly, it seems to run really well on 16 or so biodiesel. Actually, this is, or maybe I'm wrong about that. We might need to refill these guys. I learned the hard way that you cannot let rain fall on this, so I remade the harvester and the combustion generator and the matron. When it actually, I heard this explosion, and when I was working down at my base, and I'm like, what is that? And I come up here and I find like a big hole. It's like, oh yeah, I gotta protect it from the rain. Oof. Yeah, so if you don't know, any Gregtech machines pretty much, if rain gets on them, which is defined as rain has to be at least 1 full block away from it. So if this little lip on the roof wasn't here, it could still blow up and set fires and all that bad stuff. So do as I say, not as I do, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this. Why wouldn't we? And I just filled this out with some, those aren't stick reeds there, they're just regular old reeds. I've been taking my excess sugarcane and grinding into sugar because I think you can use that to make oxygen or something. I don't know. Honestly, with all the use of the electrolyzer I was doing to process ores and such, I have more oxygen than I know what to do with. That's actually, I had to create 2 more super tanks, 1 for chlorine and 1 for oxygen, and probably eventually have to make 1 for hydrogen as well. They seem to be byproducts of a lot of the processes you would use to get aluminum dust from. So, no big deal. I think this gave me a little bit of wood. Wow, that is full of wood. Get some to the forefront here. Okay. Where is it, chat? I have to cycle through all the stuff we picked up. Some wood here. Oh, maybe I don't. Maybe I just had the one thing. Okay. It is what it is, I suppose. And there's excess saplings. I'll just put over here to made into ethanol. And then we can put our nuts in here to make more seed oil. Cane we can put here. Everything has a purpose. So that and that, that and that. Great. I want to take that out. I'm getting these silk wisps. I'll show you why these are very important. You also get those, well, you get these from the silky propolis. And you get the phosphor from the simmering comb. Alright, so let's put the phosphor into the setup to get us lava out of it. Because, you know, we need more lava, right? And the wisps, those go in here. So actually, I have this set up to do the second part of this, which is to make, I've upgraded these. So these are now 45 slots. They're 3 times as big as they were. It's pretty expensive. Not gonna, I don't understand what the problem is here. What is going on? I can't look at it. Okay. Oh, well, I have my caps lock key on. That could be the problem. Maybe not. Okay. So to get the woven backpack, you take the basic backpack with 5 buckets of seed oil and 9 of these woven silk. Now to get the woven silk, you have to take, well, to get one of these, you have to take 9 of these silk wisps in the carpenter with some water. And so you need a total of 81 silk wisps to make one woven bag. So you need a ton of this, and the only way to get this is from bees. So yeah. But like I said, the transmuting bee is actually really nice because it gives me both these silk wisps and the phosphor for lava, so it's like a twofer. And if you go the magical bee route, like to eldritch bees, it's not that difficult. I mean, it is difficult. Look at me, hours and hours and hours of breeding and then doing it again. Oh, speaking of breeding, I made a beealizer. Oh, I do have more of this. I was gonna say I got it several times. I had 2 more, but that's awesome. So the way the beealizer works is you could just throw. You have to have honey drops, and you throw a bee in here, and it will tell you what it's a little bit, not complete information of genetic analysis, but it'll tell you a lot of information about genetic analysis. I'm gonna go ahead and top this off. For the bees that I have, I'm basically done breeding. I've tried to get the excited bees that make the redstone combs. I've tried to get them to produce more. I'm just not having a lot of luck, and it's a little risky adding in other bees. Like I've bred Rocky drones back into them to try to get some of those fast production traits, but it could just convert it into a Rocky Queen, and then you have to breed it back into an excited, and it's just the whole thing. So, yeah, we have that. And we also have a scanner, prospector scanner, although I made a mistake. I think I made this one with, bronze, which was really dumb. So the hard part with this recipe is the sensor. That's probably the most expensive. And then it's just what plates and what drill tip do you add. Now, if you use a really strong material, like black, actually, yeah, that's 2,000. Mine's 500. Black steel would be 2,000. There's even, I guess 2,000 looks like it's about as good as it gets. I don't feel so bad. I mean, I didn't make the worst one, at least. Oh, titanium, yeah, 4,000. Well, we can't make that. Well, nickel cheek ferrite has 0 durability. That's awesome. Oh, this is 6,000 iridium. Yeah, I can't do that. Platinum is only 100. Not quite enough. Can't do that yet. Vanadium steel we could do. That's 5,000. I mean, that would be the one to have done. So I wish I had the foresight to do that. And unfortunately, I'm just going to have to make another sensor once this is out. But it's pretty neat. You just right-click on stone, and if you're in an ore chunk, somewhere around here, I think it's an ore chunk. Well, yeah, there's some coal ore right there. I think this is an ore chunk over here, but it'll give you information about the ores that are available over and above what you see in the I can't think. I'm so tired, chat. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, holy cow! So chalcopyrite is around here. I mean, I should probably go get that, chat. We eat that stuff for breakfast. I don't mind doing a little mining montage, right? Right, chat? You down for that? We need to repair our tool. One thing, by the way, that's a little frustrating, and if anyone knows why this is, but and I've been doing a lot of mining. I've gotten my tools up to reinforce 5. Actually, that's reinforce 6. But it still takes durability damage. I thought reinforce 5 was supposed to be unbreakable, but it isn't. So I don't understand. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, and it's frustrating and all that. I should have put this stuff away first, but that's okay. We like to carry a bunch of crap around with us all the time, right? Now we gotta unlock these bad boys. Load up our bags, not our inventory. Like pushes. Of course, I would hit some dirt. Why do I have no sound? Oh, I know why. I think you hear it, but I don't. Which, you know, to be honest, is not ideal. We wanted to get to like around y equals 30. Yeah, we want to head back in this direction, I think. Yes, we do. Okay. Go. Alright, let's just head back the other direction, I guess. Now at 33. I feel like we should be seeing it. We were actually close. Not a good sign. Yeah, we're like in the middle of it. To the left, behind me. Yeah, we need to go back this direction. See if I can find the center of the chunk. Still not saying that it's a, oh, that's the... this direction. Saw something pop up there. Yeah. Oh, this is an abyssal craft thing. Fortunately, I think it has overwritten the center of my thing. Alright, it's either lower down. I'm thinking lower down. Let's just... Maybe I need to go up. That's iron ore. Not really what we're looking for. Normally the iron ore is underneath. Yeah, there we go. That's the copper. I think unfortunately that abyssal craft thing has overwritten a good bit of this vein, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I could set up my miner, but when I feel burned out on the game, this kind of thing kind of recharges my batteries a little bit. What is that? Did that seriously block the lava? Nice. What is that? That's... I don't know. Okay. Oh, so there's no more lava here? Can accept that. Mine. Roll it. Oh, why? What is this? This is... That's helped. Keep putting torches down. It's super important when mining in the nether. Because those zombie pigmen just spawn like crazy. And some of them will just well, not some of them, they all will aggro on you if you mine ore, which is exactly what you're doing. But some of them, there's like the vampire variant that will aggro to you even if you don't mine ore. So they're just very aggressive. Yeah, so far we've got plenty of room for more goodies. Like, but dangerous in the nether. You got your lava all over the place in the nether. Oh, I found a beryllium and emerald vein in the nether also. It had beryllium, it had emerald, and it had some thorium. I think it's cool. I haven't specifically found a use for it yet, but, it could come. It could happen, chat. that's pyrite. I mean, pyrite is not as useful to me. It's basically just iron. It might give a little bit of chalcopyrite. I'm not sure. A little bit of copper with it. I'm not sure. One thing that's nice about these veins is you get both the copper and the iron. So you need a lot of both. Copper does seem to be something that I have trouble, keeping in stock. I can use it for so many things. Oh, I made a bunch of annealed copper too. You get a better yield when you're making diodes that way. The problem with the basic miners I'm using, the radius just not great. I honestly think that with a vein like this, where it's tightly packed together, I think it's actually. I guess I could be letting it mine while I do other things, but I find the mining itself to be relaxing. So. I find it stressful when I spend all the time finding and setting up a miner at a certain vein, come back to it hours later and find I forgot to do something to turn it on. It's definitely a sad emoji type situation there. I really hope that you can hear the music because it's pretty good. Listening to the classic rock station, Pretzel Rocks. I'm listening to a lot of classic rock. Just felt like listening to some more. Definitely not the normal thing that I play. Usually it's some type of EDM or lo-fi or something like that, but I actually wish that the emo channel, I don't think it's that great. So I do like emo music, but the channel on Pretzel Rocks leaves a little bit to be desired. Starving to death. So that is a thing. Wait, I hate waiting for the healing axe to like do stuff. I think food is still useful when you mine, but I keep forgetting to pick some up. Comes to vein, I'm a little bit of a completionist. Destructive interference. Oh, yeah, I didn't notice that. It's a new computer, so it's an i9 and it has a 4070. So not the best, but it's pretty good. At one point, the FPS just tanked down to like, I don't know, 20. I'm like, what happened? But for whatever reason, it was Minecraft had switched over to using the built-in GPU instead of the NVIDIA card. That's amazing. Yeah, yeah. I treated myself to a new laptop. What I had before was not terrible. Before I had a 11th generation. This is a 14th generation i9, but I had an 11th generation i7 and a 3060 Ti. This is still a pretty big upgrade. I had won a whole bunch of kind of like gift cards at work, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this? And I'm like, I was waiting for a good laptop deal to come on Amazon that I could use my gift cards for. These are good specs. Yeah, they're pretty good. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's annoying. Who put that water there? I found this bait. I was just demonstrating the scanner, and I found this chalcopyrite vein right underneath my base. Which is awesome. The base location has been pretty good. Everything nearby. Hate when this happens. Yeah, I guess, yeah. You know, like, when you run across something like this, you know, you're just like, oh, I gotta mine it. It's here, so I gotta mine it. Maybe not necessarily the most riveting content. I might just mark this on the map and then head back. I think we've got a good bit of stuff to process. My ore processing is pretty slow. I just do a lot of AFKing until it gets done. The bottleneck I have is pretty much the ore washer. Is it called an ore washer? I think it is. So I really need to like set up. I either need to set up the multi-blocks, you know, set up like a macerator and a washer, a macerator multi-block, and then multiple washers. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. Love your base. Don't say that. Thank you. All right. We'll. Ooh, there's some small spaces there. Let's fix that. I was reading a thread on the GTNH Reddit subreddit, where one guy was asking like, "Hey, you know, what kind of, I guess, cheats do you allow yourself?" And you know, he mentioned a few. So I was like, wow, that's cool that he started that discussion, because I allowed myself some cheats. I'm not taking advantage of it right now, but I allow myself to teleport back to base. Teleport back to my base waypoint, because walking around, I don't have as much time to play as I would like, and I'm not going to spend that time just like walking overland all the time. I have done quite a bit of overland, but then I'm like, I'll go out and explore, sure, but once I find something, I want to be able to teleport back to my base. So yeah, that is something that I do. What else? I think that's the main thing. Let's actually close this off for now. We don't want any nasties coming after us. And we will put away our stuff and get the stuff going and processing. That's all the cobble we have. You know what? Let's go ahead and throw it in the forge hammer, and we'll get some gravel and then some more sand, because we always seem to need that. Okay, you're busy. Obviously can't spend time on non-fun thing. Yeah. Well, thank you for saying that. I know different people have different views on it. But, you know. Wait a minute. I need to go about this a little smarter here. Let's take out all this partially processed stuff first. And then we can get that processing in the washer and such. And centrifuge. Okay, yep. Can be washed, that can be washed, that can be washed. It can be washed. Get a lot of goodies out of this. Not need impure stone dust. Actually, really don't need that either. I don't need it. Oh, I didn't get everything out. Let's get the rest in there. Hate organizing inventory. Hopefully it's better to watch than do it. Well, that was pretty empty. I'll lock that so nothing else goes in it. Yeah, see, I upgraded these to the woven versions. They had so much space, I actually was only able to fill up the one, which is amazing. I don't remember getting diamond, but I will surely take it. Let's go over to the good macerator, though. Actually, this might be still full of crap. Yeah, it is kind of still full of crap. This was processing the electrotine that I mined out of the nether. I should really just put a larger output chest. I totally could do that. I'm lazy. Well, also the other thing is that these slightly larger chests, they count as a full block. In this case, it doesn't matter, but when you want to put an output chest underneath, you can't put regular chests. They will not open because they can't open into another solid block because reasons. All right, so we'll put these in the slightly less cool. I know I have some copper, so I'll process the actual copper first. Some of this weirder stuff. Chalcopyrite, 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 chalcopyrite. Sounds like chocopyrite. Kind of like a mixture of iron and chocolate. Alright. There we go. Actually, wasn't too. Oh, I forgot to lock it. Mistakes were made, chat. I love this magnet. It's really a huge quality of life. It's not too bad either. Wait a minute, what is it doing? It's not what I put down. Yeah, just some magnetic steel, small battery, and more magnetic steel. And this magnetic steel you can get with the polarizer. Just put steel in it. You put your steel in it! I guess we'll process this iron too, although we don't really need it, but whatever. Iron is not something we need. Well, watching you play, it's almost 4 a.m. You gotta sleep. Alright, yeah, get some sleep. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. The bot will be up shortly. I need to empty these things out too. Got a lot of things going going on IRL, so I have not had much time to stream. It's actually been about 2 weeks, which is not great. Look at, there's not enough charcoal there. That's tragedy. Is that a party hat or a butt? You know, I wonder if conveyors would allow me to like properly automate these. This is literally the only way I have to get steel right now, right? Isn't it? Do I have an... Oh, I could do blast furnace, couldn't I? Oh. Wrought iron or pig iron with oxygen. Just iron with oxygen, which I have oxygen. All right. 25 seconds for one. Yeah, it's faster. It's okay. It's basically free, you know? Basically free. We're still not catching up on our charcoal, though. That's a heart. I like the idea of a party hat butt, though. It's a party butt. Having a party, you need a party butt. One thing that's cool is when you process electrotine, you get a little bit of electrum out of it, which is neat. I was like, where did this electrum come from? But yeah, it's from processing electrotine. I think, I'm not exactly sure what I can use electrotine for. I know that it can be used to make blue alloy, because you could actually make this. I actually made some of this to get some blue alloy early on. It's redstone and electrum dust. I'm guessing if you electrolyze it, you'll get electrum and redstone out of it, which is actually kind of cool. But let's look at the uses of it. So we can smelt it with some silver into blue alloy. You can get this. Anything else here? We'll look at blue alloy too, and then we have this electrotine iron compound. Oh, you can make a Project Red battery too. Oh, kind of wild. And like I was suspecting, you can get electrum back out of it by centrifuging it. And you can get molten electrotine. All right, so let's look. Blue alloy, I think that's mainly just used for wires. So the blue alloy wire. Convert it into this. These, yeah, these are HV wires that have only 1 EU per volt loss. And 1 EU volt loss, which is pretty good. Decent. So for your MV and up machines, you want to use those. What about this? Learning chat. Get electro-silicon. Like, why wouldn't we want? We need sapphire, opal, blue topaz. Well, I don't know if we have any of those things. All right. Electro-silicon. A frame linear actuator. Which apparently has no use. All right, so yeah, doesn't seem very useful. All right, so this will get electrotine alloy. We'll get electrotine wire. Okay, so you can make the power lines from Project Red. Which, yeah, that's about it. So it's not like super important, I guess. I was like more excited for it, and I'm like, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, But whatever, you know, Cool. Yeah, we got it. The blue alloy cable, I mean, for sure. That's what I use over here. Blue alloy. This is 2x. Can hold 4 amps. I think that's 4 amps at HV, actually. So when we're ready to step up to HV, we'll be in good shape. I think we're probably close, to be honest. But before I do that, I want to upgrade the heating coils in the pyrolyze oven and the EVF to the next level, which I think is xanthal. Is it xanthal? Yeah. What is it? Something called electrum flux. Canthal, not xanthal. So that's canthal wire. Okay, canthal ingots. Hot canthal ingots. Which we can throw in some IC2 coolant. So we get the vacuum freezer. And canthal dust. Yeah, that's just iron, aluminum, and chrome. I mean, I think that's kind of doable. I mean, it is for sure doable, and that's an MV recipe, though. Oh, okay. I would have to put enough. I would have to actually have. Let me get this right. HV is 480 EU per tick. I think is roughly 4 MV generators. Yeah. Wait, is that right? I have way more than 4 right now. I wonder if I could just make this. I mean, it would be worth to try, right? So I need chrome, iron, and get some iron going. Unfortunately, we need the dust. So. What did it say? Chrome, iron, and something else. Don't remember, chat. More electric. Just what the professor ordered, chat. There's a lot of electricine. Let me get into this other stuff. Alright, you know what? I'm going to upgrade that chest. This is getting to the problematic phase. Although, like I said, we do have a bottleneck with this washer. So, yeah, that is a thing. I think I do have some of those. I could just put that in, but I'm going to replace the chest, chat. I want to, like, make it much better. Personal safe. Interesting. What is that? Oh, logistics pipes. Wait a second. I haven't used that in forever. Okay. A double gold plate onto. We'll get us a gold chest. Okay. That I think we could do. I do not have a lot of gold plates. Let's get a stack. And let's make some. Oh god, that's gonna be slow. Let's put them in this bender. Wait, what is... No. It's gonna make a foil or something, I think. Flattened dough? What? In a 1 is gold plate. Wait, what is 3 then? Oh. Oh, you just put it on 2 and get a double gold plate? What am I doing? Got a triple gold plate. What are we doing again, chat? I forget what I'm doing. I don't remember what I was making. Anything we can make with this? Make a quadruple play. Oh, okay. It's for the chest. Okay. I gotcha. We need 3 double gold plates for this. We need just 1 more. Come on. You can do it. Very, very slow. Okay. I'm gonna just do this right here, I think. Making some drawers there. And that. Okay. Two. Oh, does it only require 1? If that's the case, that can't be right. Can that be right? If that's the case. Well, now. What are the rest of these? Yeah. We should make a whole bunch of these then. Make some iron ones, and we'll make more of these. Oh yeah. Why did I think it took 3? Okay. Antaru! These walls! Oops, all storage! Yeah, you're absolutely right. Welcome in, Toptaro. How are you? Yes, now we'll have a nice output chest. Oh. I'm gonna make the rest of these, then I'm gonna put iron in it. And then after that, I'm going to do the rest of the gold. So I'll have a bunch of double gold plates and double iron plates. And we'll put this in here too, so we know what we want to do with all this. Which is make a bunch of gold chests. We already do have a bunch. It's sweet. Oh, you made the mistake of trying to update Winter's Fury? For those that don't know, that's a mod pack by Mr. Tomtaru. Really cool. It's like a cold survival mod pack. Pretty neat. It also uses Lost Cities, which is cool. A mod change internal names causing a lot of your rest. Oh, that's too bad. Well, I'll tell you what, 1.21 is going to make a lot of mod authors' lives difficult because they've changed away from metadata to tags, I believe. Sure, they had a very good reason for this, right? And I think it's continuing. Don't want you to make it out of the gold. I want you to make it out of the iron. The iron process is a lot faster. That's cool. Almost put that plate on there by mistake. Oh. Is that not the recipe? Oh, this takes 3 double iron plates. I thought the gold only takes... No internal consistency. Forge, Neoforge, use tags for a lot of things already. Oh, okay. So maybe they'll be ahead of the game? One can hope, right? Look, Tom, I have my request pipes now. I did so much off camera. I feel bad. I feel a little guilty because I meant to just do grindy stuff. I have that. And also I have a pyrolyze oven. Because my EBF kind of overwhelms the benzene setup when I run it continuously. Which I can now run it continuously as long as the benzene, you know, holds out. Which I set up 2 fluid extractors to convert the charcoal into wood tar, which then converts it into something, wood gas maybe. No, converts it into benzene, and then of course the benzene goes here. And I've been making lava with bees. I managed to get the transmuting bee, which gives me the silky combs and the simmering combs? Yeah. And the simmering combs give you phosphor, which you can process into lava. So now I have 1.49 million liters of lava. Maybe I'll have a use for it at some point. Alright, I was gonna get... Is there no iron there? There is no iron. Okay. I have doubles of a lot of drawers because it's just easier to add drawers. Making upgrades is kind of a pain, to be honest. Go. See? We're rich. We are rich. Really is very satisfying as you progress. I'm surprised. I cannot read that. Why is it being dumb? Oh, you're surprised I'm still Gregteching? I am really enjoying this. I can't. I have to like break it up into like an hour or 2 at a time, because I can get burned out very quickly. But the idea that I can like come in and like I just threw a bunch of stuff in here to be processed, and then let it AFK while I go do other things. It's nice, actually. It forces you, frankly, it forces you to be a little bit more reasonable with your playing Minecraft versus doing other things. That's what I'm starting to find. Whoa. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna throw away this beeswax and honey because it is so much of it, chat. It'll process the propolis though. And this will keep propolis. I can't believe I'm doing bees. I don't want to keep the magic. Whatever, I'm gonna keep it all. I'm gonna keep it all, chat. All of it. Come to Professor. And the silky wisps can go here. Boop. And phosphor goes here. Boop. It's a lifestyle. It's no longer a game, it's a lifestyle. It really is. It really is. You know, I was very frustrated at first because I really had no idea what I was doing. And I still don't have a huge idea, but you can kind of learn as you go. And it was very frustrating at first that it kind of forces you to take your time. But like I said, that can also be a very good thing. Because taking your time, you're not just like racing through it at breakneck speed. You're like learning how do things work and how can you save time. And the fact is, as you progress, things become much easier. And you're like, oh, okay, that's not so bad anymore. And it's just very satisfying when you're just like, oh, I think I'll just process a whole stack of this. You know what I mean? And before, you would be like, oh, can I afford to do 2 or 3? Can barely afford that. And then you try something like the pyrolyzed oven and realize you're going to run out of copper. So then you have to go out and get more copper. Speaking of like going out and getting things and running out of things, I have some nonsense in my inventory, so I'm gonna de-nonsensify myself here. At least attempt to do so. It's those things we keep. Oh, by the way, I did some Thaumcraft too. I've actually I spent like 2 days just unlocking what I could. So I do have the thermometer, and I just followed a guide, to be frank. But yeah, well, here's all the research that I haven't finished yet that I wanted to do. But the one big thing I wanted to get was be able to make brewing stations, because you need those for the brewer. The scientists dabble in the magic. Yeah, right? Is the world gonna end? It might now. It might. And I have a little Thaumcraft area set up really, really far from the base. So that the flux, which is inevitably let loose, will not wreck my deal. Yeah, see, I don't think we need that can of biodiesel to be perfect. Have the Beolyzer. I have the Prospector scanner. Still have not done anything with my stupid, annoying villager. And I think 2 or 3 of the 4 that I had have now died. Which is, you know, kind of frustrating, but whatever. It's fine. I guess we'll just put this stuff here. Do I not have a place for peanuts? I feel like I should. Let's see. That can be our peanut spot. Although I am going to process these peanuts. Peanuts are a great source of seed oil. Really, the only disadvantage to it, to my mind, is and I want to make sure I put it in the correct spot. Who needs stairways too? And you can just walk over all of your machines. There we go. How much glowstone have we built up? I've also been just randomly taking the flowers that grow from the bees and getting all kinds of dyes. You know, because reasons. Peanuts are also a great source. Yeah. Yep. Yep, I have a family member like that. In fact, next week we're going to a immunologist who specializes in therapy for that, and hopefully they will be able to have some success with the therapy. Now, it's not going to cure the allergy, but what it should do is it should prevent anaphylactic shock from what's called cross-contamination. In other words, they still should not eat something that lists peanuts as an ingredient. But like, if something is made with a spoon that happened to touch a crumb of peanuts, and there's like trace amounts of peanut protein in the item, that won't cause anaphylactic shock. And now it will. We went to the emergency room recently, eating a product from a local supermarket that was not labeled as having peanuts and absolutely shouldn't have peanuts. But it's from a bakery that also does things containing peanuts, and there was some kind of cross-contamination. So anyway, the therapy should help with that. Because you have the EpiPen, but what I did not realize until I had to get educated the hard way is an EpiPen doesn't just like fix the problem. Like, an EpiPen is so that you have time to get to the hospital or the emergency room. And then unfortunately, once you get there, they treat you, and you usually have to stay for like 5 or 6 hours until they can make sure that you're absolutely not having a reaction. We're gonna go into shock. Yeah, it's yeah. But you know, again, it can give you that 20 minutes that you need to get to the emergency room. So it's important to have it, but it's not. It's not like if it happens, you can just take your shot and you're good to go. When they got the reaction to the cross-contaminated food item, the reaction was pretty mild. But the problem with peanut allergies, as with other food allergies, is the allergy kind of progresses, and it's like your immune system freaks out more and more the more you get exposed to it, until it gets to the point where even trace amounts can in fact trigger anaphylactic shock, which is really bad. It's just it's an adrenaline shock to keep you alive. That's exactly right. Yep. Keep you breathing. It's not just adrenaline though, right? I think it goes a little beyond that, doesn't it? Because your immune system thinks, oh, this bad thing is here often, better keep more soldiers in stock. Yeah, exactly. Also, something interesting I read is I read an article talking about how, you know, this type of peanut allergy is very common in the Western world, but it's very uncommon in China. And yet in China, they eat a lot of peanuts. So they're like, why is it that in the West, who you know, like in America where we eat a lot of peanuts, why do we tend to get this allergy, but in China they don't? And one thing that they noticed is the way that the peanuts are prepared is different. In the US, we often dry roast our peanuts, right? But in China, they would rarely dry roast. Instead, they actually boil the peanuts. And they found that when you do the boiling preparation, you actually reduce one of the proteins that make up, the shell of the peanut or the skin of the peanut. And they're theorizing that just by boiling them, they make it much less likely for somebody to develop the allergy. I guess, boil your peanuts. But yeah, it's really scary. I mean, the idea that you could accidentally eat something that could kill you, just That's just mind-bogglingly scary. And also too, like, for this family member, we had to remove all peanuts from the house. And also, wait, I think I put a purified thing in here. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Had to remove all peanuts from the house. Also, things that like a local shop would make, like a local bakery, unless they are completely peanut free, or it's a pre-packaged, like a manufactured item that in a facility that doesn't process peanuts, they can't eat it. They just can't eat it. They can't eat any food that doesn't come pre-packaged from the factory with assurances on the label that there are no peanuts whatsoever. Epinephrine. Yeah, epinephrine. Yeah, so basically it's just an adrenaline shot. I think the effect of the adrenaline like keeps your respiratory system from becoming depressed. Like that's literally what happens with anaphylactic shock, I believe. Your respiratory system shuts down and you stop breathing. Or maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, buffer solution. Yep. Yeah, many medicines are HCl, I've noticed. Hydrochloric acid. Does that mean like most medicines are acidic? Alright, chat. 400 or so chests are not enough. You need to have way more. That is a lot of chests. But let's just randomly make a lot of chests. Why not? See, wood is a resource that we have too much of, so I'm not sure what else to do with it, to be honest. Tom hasn't seen the bees or the wood farm, so here. Look. I'll sleep. Oh, by the way, I found these magic wood trees. These can be processed into, what is it called? Precantio? Is that the right word? It's magic essence. It can be processed into magic essence, which is convenient. So I planted and chopped down a whole bunch of them because I needed them for whatever craft I was doing. But here are the bees. I have 2 sets of excited bees, which produce the redstone combs, and I have 3 sets of the transmuting bee that produce a bunch of different type of combs. So the ones I care about are the silky combs and the simmering combs. So this is lava and this is silky wisps. The pH is kept between 2.5 and 3.2. Is that because acidic compounds are more easily uptaken by the body? Is it to prevent like bacteria from growing, or is it some other reason? I'm just curious. All right, so we have over here, I have added to the crop matrix, which I made mistakenly, but I'm not using it properly. So I have the weed X here, and I have, well, we need to refill the water, but I have weed X and water here. This helps prevent weeds, although it doesn't 100% prevent them. I've had this entire crop get destroyed by weeds already, which is then I have this crop harvester. Wow, the puppy is barking and barking. And I have the ejector upgrade so that it can output its products into here. And I'll go down below so you can see where this stuff goes. They're just jumbo bonsais. Right. So it comes down here, and I'm using the drawers to sort out the logs. I'm not doing anything at all with the saplings. Eventually, I could drop them into a cactus or something. I don't know. Decided. But anyway, the logs come along this very long pipe run. Boop, 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 boop. To where my cook ovens and my pyrolyze oven, so this goes up into the system that feeds all of these coke ovens and the pyrolyze oven. So yeah, just wood into charcoal. That's what that's all about. And I still have way more wood than I need. Active form of epi above a certain pH. Ah, okay. So there is a reason why it's acidic. That's interesting. What's amazing to me is they had to figure all that stuff out. You know, like it was like trial and error. Enough to teach 10th graders? So are you actually working as a teacher now? Or you still have more schooling to do? Science is indeed amazing. Science is the way that you can sort of figure things out in a very complicated world. At least somewhat, right? Part of me wants to process a bunch of that. Cool. Oh, yeah, we need to empty this out. One thing that's annoying is that you can't process lead in the smeltery. Like, the whole reason I spent all the time breeding up the bees and getting the ability to get lava was because I kept running out of lava in my smeltery. And by the way, I've set up this system. I can put a big tank here and it just continuously feeds it lava. But there's a lot of things I can't melt down in the smeltery, including lead and silver, which I was getting a lot of. It'd be much more efficient to just drop it in that system. Alright, we're gonna have to devote another secondary drawer to lead. Oh, I remember why I wanted the Precantio. I made some thaumium. And I did upgrade the tool rod on here to thaumium. Yeah, this was a netherrack tool rod, so it gave me another modifier. But again, I don't understand. I have reinforce 6 on the pickaxe, and I have reinforce 5 on the hammer. And yet it still takes durability damage. Like, I thought it should be unbreakable. Like, what's that all about? It's unfair is what it's about. Unless I'm missing something basic, which that is entirely possible. How do we get Maniolin? We need to get Maniolin going. Look at this. I haven't looked at this in a while. Now that we're at MV, I feel like we could maybe do this. Oxide. Thinking we don't want that. Okay, Maniolin dust. Okay, mixer on level 2. And then in the EBF, it requires HE. I think I'm at, and Nitro. Oh, boy. Okay, well, that's going to be a little while. That's mean. Wait, where is it? Nitro. How do we get Nitro? Good old Nitro. Okay. Dehydrator. This alloy, we don't have that. chrome, and nickel. Okay, that's straightforward enough. And I assume that's got to go in the blast furnace. Yes. Oh, it's EV. So we're not getting Maniolan for some time, chat. Well, I'm gonna get a bunch of cobalt reasons. Will that work? It will. Nice. Yeah, that's running at NV. I would need 4 times. I would need 16 MV turbines to power this at HV, I believe. And wait, that would not even work. How would that work? I'm gonna look at it. I guess that's turbo, right? That's steel rotors. HV motors. The hulls are stainless steel. We can make stainless steel. Okay. I mean, that's not undoable. We need an HV circuit also. Steel copper, we can make that. Advanced SMD. Vanadium gallium. Ooh, this is getting complicated. Tungsten, I don't know if I have that yet. Wait. That has to be done? Wait. That can't be right. Is there not an easier recipe than that? Do they all need those? Okay. Alright, we could make the transistor. Unsolidering plate, tin wire. Got it. Electron wire we could make. Good circuits. That's fine. Random access memory and integrated logic circuit. Integrated logic. I think I actually made these already. The wafer and a ruby lens. Yeah, we can make those. And then a RAM chip. I might have made this. Oh boy. Green. I think I did actually make these. So we can make those. Time for you to head to bed. No worries. I appreciate it. I'm actually going to be... actually, it's about time for me to stop anyway. Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. I'll have to not let another 2 weeks go by before I stream again. Need one more academy year to specialize in chemistry, even though you already get classes on the subject. Still teach me. Okay. Cool. That's exciting. Molding young minds. Exciting, maybe a little scary. Well, actually, this advanced circuit looks like it might be in reach here. Okay, so advanced circuit, that's good. The machine hull, that's good. What about the motors? That's stainless steel, electrum, silver. Yeah, that is all doable. So we could get turbo gas turbines, but we would need 4 of those, right? Is it 4? Let me think about this for a second. We're gonna have... Yeah, is it 4? Do you really need... I can't remember. Yeah. Okay, yes. We need... Actually, do we need 8? No. 4. Right? I don't know, chat. I'm confused. I have now confused it myself. what do we got going on here? That's an advanced gas turbine. Oh, I think I have two. Okay, yes. Okay. So, two turbo turbines feeding into a high voltage battery buffer with 4 high voltage large batteries in it. I think that would then power this at HV. But of course, HV turbines are going to eat benzene at a much higher rate. Let's see. So yeah, the efficiency goes down from 85 to 60. Does that mean that it produces... I guess it's the same fuel value no matter what. So that's why the efficiency goes down. Make it fair. Anyway, I mean, that might be doable. It's going to be like work. I don't know how much stainless steel I have, for example. I know I have some. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I've got a fair bit of it. So we would need that. Actually, I saw some other stuff there, which was a little sketchy. Let's look at this again. No, if we go with the integrated logic circuit and the random access chips, I think that's not really problematic at all. We'll just have to have... You could even go with the SMD. I think I've... Oh, have I made this already? I might have made this. But this is definitely doable. I mean, gallium foil, annealed copper wire, I have this already. I'm sure I could make this. Just need some gallium in a vending machine. Okay, so advanced circuits are possible. What about a high voltage buffer? 4 slot. Oh, these are pretty cheap. It's basically just a machine hull and a chest and some cables. So, okay. And what about a battery? Yeah, so we need large batteries. Large! Whoa, look at that. So acid are better than lithium? So cadmium is 1.2. Lithium is 1.6. And sodium is... Okay. So clearly, lithium is still the winner there. But we're going to actually need 64, 128, 256 lithium. That I'm not sure that we have. Oh, barely have it. Let's take a look at this. Where do we get this from? And we can react it into itself. There's ways to get lithium. What is it doing here? Oh. Gas tiers, okay. Rock salt and lithium chlorides. Okay, well, that's sort of recursively unhelpful. Compressor. We know about that. Autoclave. Tungstate and sodium plus water. Interesting. And that's recursive. I don't know if I have any tungsten though. So we can also electrolyze. Oh, spodumene. Okay. You can electrolyze spodumene, which we do have that. And actually, probably clay is even easier. Yeah, this is where I got most of my lithium from. So, yeah, we can process more clay dust for sure. All right, mystery solved. Yeah, so we could do the spodumene. How much of that do we have? Not a lot. I thought we had more of that. What else? Clay. 3,000 clay. Yeah, we could totally. Let's get this started because it takes a lot of time, I believe. I love how quickly it pulls stuff out. Of course, it doesn't have to pull it far. It's just pulling it right from back there. Right there. I don't know if I've set this up right, to be honest. So I have the item broadcaster chip, the extractor chip, and the responder chip in this routed interface pipe. That's attached to the controller. Then I have transport pipes, and then finally connected to the request pipe, which I don't know if I have a card in that or not. I don't think so. It was a pain to make all that, to be honest. This is really slow, but it works. All right, so we're going to electrolyze this. Okay. It takes 16. Yeah. That'll should start getting us more. Do I have terracotta too? Hey. No. Oh, I have a bunch of cassiterite sand. Uh-oh. Mistakes were made, chat. Oh gosh, did I pull out all the saltpeter dust too? That's not good. Pretty dust here. What can we do with the saltpeter dust? We can react it with tin to make strengthened glass. It's the molten glass. Make potassium. Not sure why we do that. We can. Oh, gunpowder, of course. Pyothium. Snow powder. How do we get snow powder? Oh, you need bliss powder, so that's not really a great recipe. Good way to get nitrogen gas, though. So that might be a good source of nitrogen. I mean, not might. It looks like it definitely is a good source of nitrogen. All right. Cassiterite, I'm going to put over here. Always use some more tin, chat. How I feel about it. Any more cookables here? So slow, but the steam oven is super awesome. I haven't made a lot of the multi-blocks. I've heard that even the steam multi-blocks are quite good, but once I get something that works, I just want to build on it to sort of progress to the next thing. So we have a bunch of gold plates now that we don't really need, but whatever, that's fine. That's fine, chat. That's no problem. But yeah, I'm psyched. We could actually get to HV. with, with work. We need some work. So yeah, so we need the battery buffer, and then we would need a HV energy hatch. Actually, we need 2 of these. Wait, how is there no MV recipe for this? What? I guess we could have 2 more MV hatches here. And do it that way. Doesn't stainless require HV power? I don't understand what I've done here. What have I done? What have I done? Yeah, stainless requires HV, so I'm able to do HV recipes already. You don't need to do any of that stuff. So what am I doing? I was looking up Candle. That's how I started down this whole rabbit hole. Alright, Candle ingots. Hot Candle. At HV. 4 ADE with tip. I need to come back to that. Iron, aluminum, and chrome. Okay, I mean, that's all stuff we have access to. Actually, we should be grinding up some aluminum. And some chrome. I don't think we have a stack of chrome. Well, we kind of do. Alright, so once we grind up this aluminum, we can mix up the candle. That's pretty cool. Oh no! Oh crap. I think it's gonna be alright. I let this kind of get full up on stuffs. Wait, did it not do all of the iron ingots? It did. There's the chrome next to it. Where's the iron? So now we just need the aluminum. I assume we have to mix this in the MV mixer. Such would be my guess. To get some more chrome, we gotta process our ruby dust. Oops. Well, we can make 7 crafts of it. Over alloy, vivid. Let's look up candle directly. It's base rare. We need this on number 1. Ooh. I just want to try cooking 1 piece of candle and see how. Gets us 50 per. That's nice. So maybe I'll get 21 with the aluminum I have ground so far. Alright, we're good on the cobalt, I think. Yeah, even on our ground up aluminum. Very good. Pretty quick, actually. Pretty quick. It looks like it's working, so this actually is at HV power already. Cool. Getting hot cancel ingots. That's awesome. So yeah, we'll be able to, if we replace all these coil blocks with cancel coils, the efficiency of the EBF is going to be much better, as well as giving us access to some new recipes. So for each block, we need 8. Is that 8? Yeah, 8 2x cancel wire, which means 16 1x cancel wire, which means we need 8 cancel ingots. So, if I'm mathing this correctly, we need 16 times 8. Is that right? Ooh, I might not have enough. Times 8. 2 stacks we need. Whoops. Well, actually, no. I should have enough for 3 stacks. So I think we should be good. We won't be able to upgrade the pyrolyze oven as well, though. That's a little unfortunate, but that's fine. Eventually, we'll get there. And really, I think it's just chrome that we need to have. All right, so we are getting our first hot cancel ingot. Should have gotten like something awesome out of that. So chemical bath in IC2 coolant. Now, how do we get that? Oh, lapis and water. Give us coolant. Nice. At MV. All right, we'll have to make probably another mixer, another MV mixer, just to make coolant. And then, what about the vacuum? What is it going to take to get to that? Mega vacuum. Controller. So we need frost-proof machine casings, 16 of those, or 24 of those. And we need a controller, energy hatch, maintenance hatch, input hatch, output hatch, input post. 3x3x3. Maybe we only need 16. All right, and this is pumps. Oh, that's an EV. Okay, we can't. They're all. All right, no. No, we cannot make that. And Utu cryogenic, is that easier or is that harder? It's looking like it's harder. All right, well, we can still do the chemical bath with the coolant. So we should make another mixer, MV mixer, and have it next to call it. Have it next to a chemical bath, and just keep it full of chemical bath, so we'll be able to process our hot ingots. We do have more chrome dust. I don't really want to use it all up. Very useful for making steel. Do I not have a place for grin powder? Come on, man. Grin powder is the stuff. Stuff of legends. I'm just going to put it right there. Apparently I don't have a place for flour, but you can go underneath the grin powder. One's for death, one's for life. That's how that works. Gunpowder makes like a harming potion, I think, which then you use to make Weed X, which is kind of funny. Alright, we'll check up on the processing, then I think we're going to have to end the stream, chat. Getting late. Yes, I like this bigger chest! The bigger chest for the win! Look at all that. Like, good stuff. Being processed stuff. And of course I'm gonna AFK for a ridiculous amount of time and just let that all get going. Getting our chocolate pyrite going as well. Nice. Alright, chat, I'm gonna leave it here for now. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. We'll do more Gregtech another time. Yeah. So let me know what you think. Let me think if we should push forward. I think we should. It would be really great if we could get to HV, which we're very close to. So, and even EV is within reach, at least as far as the blast furnace goes. All right, take care. Bye bye.